Well guys, everybody's always asked me what my biggest fear is of living on the boat. It's losing the dinghy. Yeah. Well, we made it to Rock Sound, y'all. Looks like a pretty nice place. Tired. We didn't sleep last night. Half Moon Cay sucked. It was beautiful, but it sucked. But here we are. We're gonna ride out this cold front coming in, and gonna enjoy life, y'all. We only got like 3 or 4 more weeks in the Bahamas, so that kind of sucks. We're gonna do a little bit here to Luthra. Go up to the glass window or glass bridge, whatever it's called, and we're gonna have to start heading back to Florida.
Came back to the dinghy dock with a completely flat dinghy. Another dinghy was just here, saw us walking up to it, didn't say nothing, offered to help or anything. So when people say cruisers are a tight-knit community, they're full of shit.
Well guys, everybody's always asked me what my biggest fear is of living on the boat. It's losing the dinghy. Yeah. And we're anchored way out there. I mean, there ain't no way we could swim to it. So there's one other dinghy at this dock. We're hoping maybe they'll come back and they'll be nice and help us get the stuff back to the boat and go from there. But if not, right now we're just gonna see what we can do to patch it up and limp it back. So my biggest fear is happening, y'all. We lost the dinghy, but I had the anchor out, but I see why the anchor didn't hold. It just got caked out with this mud clay and it just couldn't hold. So, what's up, babe? I think it's all out. We're trying to get all the water out the tubes now. And we got 2 holes, 2 decent holes and 1 small one. We got that hole right there. That's not leaking. That's not leaking. This little one right up here is leaking. I might put some glue right there just to be safe. And then we got the big one in the back. Thank God these things have 3 tubes. The motor was not completely underwater, but it was underwater, so hopefully it's okay. And yeah, all right, let's get back to work. What you think? No comment. How you feeling about the repairs?
It shouldn't have to be done.
It shouldn't have to be done, but it does.
It shouldn't have happened.
It shouldn't have happened. I should have followed my first instinct and I should have went to the beach. So, as my wife tells me, follow your instincts.
Your first gut feeling.
My first gut feeling was go to the beach because I knew the wind was going to be shifting.
Right there at the turn.
Yeah, I should have just went to the beach. So, oh well, lessons learned.
Next time we will.
Lessons learned. And yes, I know those corners are supposed to be rounded, but I do not have a pair of scissors. I had to cut it with a knife. So this is what it is. All right, y'all, keep your fingers crossed for us. Let's see. I'm just gonna go slow, put a little bit of air in it. That one's, I'm not putting air in that one yet. There's 2 different ones, yeah. There are 3 chambers. You got the back chambers and the front, and then the keel. Well, it's taking shape. For sale, slightly used dinghy. Only 2 years old. Looks like a boat. All right, we just got a little bit of air in it. We're gonna let it sit just to make sure. I don't know why. It's got pressure on them, but I feel like before I put all the pressure in there, at least let it form up.
Do we need to put all of it?
This sucks. The one patch kind of has a slow leak to it, I think. The front one seems to be doing okay. The back one, I think it's leaking. It's already pretty soft again. All right, well, about to put the GoPro up. It seems to be holding air. It's still kind of soft, but it should be good enough to get us back to the boat, and then we'll get up on the deck, and then tomorrow I'll just mess with it all day. I don't think it's supposed to be a nice day tomorrow anyway, so it is what it is. Fingers crossed, y'all. The GoPro's getting put up before she closes that bag, and we'll check in with y'all in a bit. Fortunately, I knew it. I was gonna have some work to do, but guess what? It's good enough to get us back. Not bad for a little hour repair on the beach with minimum supplies. So the front patch is leaking, which I had a feeling it would. So we got some more patches, but it's leaking right up top. I don't know if there's another hole or if it just didn't seal up good enough. So we'll redo this one. We'll go over it, make sure there ain't no other leaks anywhere. I might put 5200 over all these little spots that kind of get dinged up. And then the back one is just the patch. I knew this patch was going to be hard because it's right here on the seam. Right here, it's just leaking right here at this top. I tried putting some more glue around it. I tried putting more glue around it to try to seal it up, but that's okay. We made it back. This sucks, y'all. I'm back home working before we know it. So the water maker and now the dinghy is some expensive stuff to replace. So, but it is what it is. Can't have the good stuff without the bad. So yeah. This sucks. I gotta pull off these old patches. They're 1 day old. I'm gonna pull them off. I'm gonna put brand new ones on it. They both have little leaks, so time to get to work. Got all the tools out. Well, all the tools out. I got 5200 Gorilla Glue and some PVC glue, some patches. Sand it all up, acetone it down. Do small patch, big patch over the small patch. I'm gonna take 5200 and all these little rub spots just to cover up that PVC to help seal it up. And we'll let it sit until tomorrow. Even the top got all banged up. Look at that. So yeah, we'll let it sit until tomorrow after I get this done. And yeah, it's gonna be a few hours of work today, but shit, ain't got nothing else to do. Can't get off the boat. Still got water. No wonder why the patch didn't hold. Well, we got that patch off. Gonna get this all cleaned up and work on it. I don't even know what to say, y'all. Got it kind of tied up. That way it's good and flat. I won't be able to put weight on it, but I can't get the water out. I just tried for like 20 minutes and there's just can't get the water out. If I lay it flat, all the water's just gonna get in there and it won't seal again. So yeah, gonna start working on this. And then the front patch, I'm not sure if I'm gonna take this one all the way off. It's sealed up really good at the bottom. I can't even get it. I'm gonna take it off. Yeah, might as well start fresh and go from there. So because I'm gonna keep working on getting this one off. Haha. And there's that one. You can see it just got beat up so bad. So there we go. Temporary patches off. Time to get to work. Y'all, I'm no expert on repairing dinghies. Actually, I've only tried this once and failed miserably. So yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. And the internet's not good enough to watch any videos or nothing, so I'm just winging it. So what I'm doing is since these holes were kind of so big, I cut some round little patches. I glued half of it. I pushed it down inside the hole. I'm gonna let that side set, and then I'll put more glue over here. I'll fold it over, push it in, and then squeeze it tight so it'd have a small patch on the inside. Even if it's not perfect, it'll at least help fill up that hole. I'm doing the same thing on the front one. Got it pushed about halfway in, and then I'll glue the other side, then fold it over, and then I'll do a small patch on top, then a bigger patch on that. And then, like I said, all these little rub spots, like right here, all this stuff, I'm just gonna put a little bit of 5200 on, and fingers crossed, y'all, fingers crossed. Like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing, and without internet it's kind of hard, and it's not like there's any shops around here. So yeah, so here we go. Well, putting a little thing on the inside did seem to work pretty good. They let that glue set, and I pushed the other side in, and I squeezed it, and it looks like it worked pretty good on helping fill up that hole. I got the first top patches on each one right now. That one, and then I got the small one up front right there. Just got it on, so I'm going to keep working it down, make sure there ain't no air bubbles in it. Let this sit for about an hour, and then I'm gonna clean it, and then put another patch over top these patches, and then go around everything with some 5200, and just let it sit all day. I don't know, so I guess we're gonna go from there. Well, definitely not the prettiest dinghy repair. You know what they say about 5200, once you open it, it goes everywhere, but that's all right. There's the front, and the back is in the shade, so it's not setting as quick. So there we go. We'll see how this works, and then after we'll let it sit all day. We'll put some air in it, and then I'll put more 5200 around it, and then let it sit overnight, and fingers crossed it should be good to go. It's got 3 patches. Each one has the small one in the inside, and then a smaller one, and then the bigger one over it, so should be good to go. They're all glued, they were all cleaned in between. The top one has 5200 under it, and around the sides, so fingers crossed, y'all, because we need this to get us back to Florida. And we knew the motor was in the water. It did run good enough to get us back. It didn't run great. You can see I did spray it off with fresh water last night. You can already see the rust. The spark plug is just completely rusted, and we're getting rust up around this side right here. So that must have been where the water got to, so the whole motor didn't get underwater, thank God. So some spark plugs and maybe a coil pack, and this motor should be just fine. I mean, it was running. It got us all the way back to the boat. So old Johnson's a champ. It's a champ. So, and we ran out of propane this morning, so I got a mess back here because I didn't want to wake her up by changing tanks. So it's just,
I heard.
Just sitting on the deck. Got a mess on the boat, and since we're just stuck here today, just chilling, it's not the nicest day, it's not the ugliest day. I'm getting the hook out and the bottom cleaning stuff. We don't have any hard growth on the bottom, it's just a bunch of soft growth, but it is time to get it off. And I don't know why our zinc did not last long at all, so putting on a new zinc too. But yeah, maybe because it's salty ass water, or maybe from running the generator on board, maybe we're getting some current or something that just ate it up. So but yeah, gonna get the new zinc put on and get the bottom cleaned, and then eat lunch, have a couple beers, cut the dinghy patched, put just a little bit of air in it, put 5200 over all the gouges, and I put 5200 all around the patches, and there's 5200 under the patches. And up front was really bad, but I don't care how it looks, just got to hold air. As of right now, I think it's okay. Got just enough air in it to fill it up, try to get the wrinkles out, and then like I said, I put that other 5200 around it just to make sure it can't peel up. Fingers crossed, y'all. We'll put it back in the water tomorrow and see what happens. Well, got it all pumped up. Seems to be holding there. Looking like a dinghy again. My anti-theft deterrent. Well, right, the dingus is floating, y'all. Now the only thing we gotta do is get the big motor back on and see if it runs. I mean, it ran yesterday, or the day before when we came back. It was just running really rough. So we're gonna put it back on and see what happens. Fingers crossed that motor's okay. If not, we got our Suzuki, so we'll be good to go. And Gonna go get water and get this trash off the boat. That's gonna be our priority today, just in case it starts leaking again. At least we can have our 2 main things done. So, all right, guys, crisis averted, I guess. Still need a new dinghy though. Start right up. Not running good.
It's fine. Just cold.
Well, it's afloat. The motor's running. We got the anchor out again. We know which way the wind's gonna shift today. I got the front fender out and everything's gonna be good. Life is good. We're in the Bahamas for another 4 or 5 weeks. We're going to get beer. Anything else? We just saw a turtle. Well, this has been the easiest place to get water, that's for sure. They got 8 spigots right here. Right there's the dinghy dock. Right at this little beach, just south of the dinghy dock, there's 8 water spigots with fresh water, so good to go there. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this back to the boat so we ain't gotta hike around the cart all day, and then I'm gonna bring the dinghy up to this beach right here, and then like tie it off to one of these trees. We'll pull it up above high tide, and I don't have to worry about this freaking dock again because I'm paranoid. So